Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek. About to take our second turn of Robinson Crusoe, Adventures on the Cursed Island. We're playing Scenario 3. Need to rescue Jenny from a little island rock, the beautiful Jenny. Bring her to our big island and then build a lifeboat to get off the island. And we have to do that within 8 turns before a hurricane comes and devastates the island and gets us both. In our first turn we had some successes and some failures. We did a lot of exploration. I have the explorer now. In his first exploration, he first stumbled on some slippery rocks and took some injuries while venturing through some hills. And then he failed to explore one area, and then our good guy Friday explored another area, which resulted in our morale dropping because we found this terrible cemetery of dead that had not survived the island and hurt our morale. Anyway, the other thing, I did some housekeeping in between videos. I did the damage to Jenny. She takes damage every turn. She has to stay on the island at the night phase, and she also doesn't have any food, so that's one of the reasons she's taking damage. I also went and I replaced all the dark cubes with light cubes here so you could see them better on the cards, but those are all we got lucky and pulled mountains and hills, and those are all the items that we have the resources of mountains or hills, resources within those areas to build these things, so we can build quite a bit, and that's pretty cool. So we're going to get on with our next turn. I'm going to first move the turn marker right here up to 2, and then we'll get started. Okay, so if you recall, last turn, the first turn, we don't resolve an event card, but in this turn, our second turn, we will. So we're going to draw an event card, and nice, it's disaster. So it says disaster. Now that circle token means that we're going to put a gray token on the building action. I'll tell you what that does. The wind blows with fury in your camp and turns it into pieces. We lose either 1 palisades or 1 roof. And so here's a problem, because we actually don't have any. I think that means we're going to result in taking yet another wound, but I'm just going to double check that. Okay, so when we lost our roof and our palisades, we do take 1 more damage, so we are now down at there for damage. Now we're going to move on. I put our tokens out and move on to our next round. Okay, so here we are. We got to morale phase. That's the next phase on the list here. And basically we just push that up to 0. We do not get a determination token this turn, though we do have 3, and I got to remember those because they are useful. Then we're going to move on to our production phase, which will simply allow us to, because the resource we have, the place where our camp is, has both food and wood, as you can see here. Let me just zoom in for you. That's where our camp is. You can see that it's got a wood symbol on the left and a fish, which represents food, on the right. So we're going to get to take the two and put them in our ready to go pile. And also, what I forgot to do last turn was drop this down to here, so we have those herbs available to us as well, which I'll probably use this turn to gain a wound back, or to get a health back from the herbs. But we do have 2 wood, so I think we're going to use that wisely, but we do have to do quite a bit of exploration. So that was our production phase, as simple as that. Now we're going to go on to our action phase. Okay, actions. So we know we got to do some exploring skill, because we have to build the raft to get Jenny. We need rope. To build the rope, we need to find grasslands. So we know we have to explore. Now, here's another good thing. I got this free explorer action here. So I think I'm going to send our man Friday out to explore with that token. And let's see. I think we might as well explore right here and get this spot out of the way. So we're going to do that for sure. But I do think we're going to do some building, because we can do some things. First off, I'm probably going to build our shelter. That's going to take 2 wood. We have exactly 2 wood. So coming over here, take our 2 guys. Do I want to take one and risk it, or do I want... I didn't do well last time and we'd waste our wood. If I guarantee it, I'll use both our actions, but that's going to be it, and the dog won't be able to do anything. No exploring, nothing. So let's do this. I'm going to do one. I'm going to try and build our shelter. In addition to that, I'm going to further explore the island because we need to, and I'll take the dog with me. So Friday's out with running. You know what? Friday's I'm going to take the compass just for thematic sake, because it makes sense that I'm running around with the compass and Friday's running around with the dog, and that's what we're going to do. So that is basically, we've placed our actions, now we're going to resolve them. Okay, well, just so you know, I didn't bother with the extra food, the food crates, because it's just me, and Friday doesn't need to eat. He lives off the land, so we're okay there. So, but what we did do is we did do a guaranteed explore action here with Friday. Okay, sorry guys, my memory filled up. Anyway, I was about to place the tile that Friday and the dog took. We got lucky, got our grasslands finally. Now, what does this token do? What's interesting about this token? Let's zoom in and I'll tell you. Okay, so the first thing you see is it does have a food token. It also has a beast token. So what we're going to do is take the beast card off the shuffled beast deck, and we are going to place it here. Now what that means is, I don't know what that animal is, but there's an animal stalking this region, and I can hunt it for food and pelts and furs and things when I have a weapon available to me, or weapon skill available to me. I do have the pistol, so if I can build up my weapons a bit, that'll be very effective. But going back to it, you can see it's grassland, which is good. That's going to allow us to build our rope next turn. In addition to that, it's got 3 exploration tokens. So I'm going to draw 3 off the top of there. Let's see what we get. So we get the X symbol, which is a ruined hut. It's going to provide us with 2 additional wood. That goes in our resources that will be available to us next turn. We also have the that one allows us to create herbs, or actually if we have a pot. So we'll put that up there too. We do not yet have a pot. And this one, if we have a pot, allows us to heal 2 additional wounds, which looks like we got to get our pot built. Anyway, that was a really nice tile to pull up, that savanna there. So that was that one. Now let's back up just a little bit here, and we're going to go to our other explore action, which is myself running around with the compass. So I'm going to take that off there, take the green one off. Now we do not have to roll for this tile either, and we get a really nice, man, we're just getting lucky on the tiles, a nice river tile. Now, again, 3 exploration tokens, another animal to hunt, and so a food resource there. So we're taking another animal, we're going to put it on top. Now there's 2 of them there to hunt. I don't know what they are yet though. And we're going to get 3 more exploration tokens. So here's 2 food, that's not perishable. Another one of these, which equals a pistol, that gives us a temporary +3, 1 shot +3, and this brown guy, which gives us a free build action. Nice. We got 6 of these tiles up in our oncoming section. We didn't do any gathering, so we don't have any additional resources than that. But it's okay because we don't need them. Now we're going to go to our last and probably most critical action, which we did take a chance on. Okay, you can see here that we have my 1 action on building our shelter. So to do that, we are going to have to go to the dice roller here. I'm going to grab the dice for building, the brown dice here, and we're going to roll. And we did succeed. So I don't know how well you can, let me see if I can see that on the camera. Good, you can see them clearly. Okay, so we did succeed, but we did take an injury. So we built our shelter. Now I'm going to show you what that does. So now instead of just having a campfire, we have a shelter. What does that mean? That means at night we're not going to take a wound. However, we did, in fact, take another wound for doing that. Again, if we take another one, we're going to dip in morale. We don't want that. So yeah, we're going to have to remedy that situation right there. But the compass sure helped us out. We were able to explore quite a bit of the island this turn. next turn we're going to have to do some building, or we're going to run into some trouble. Okay, building of the raft. We've got to get the raft built. By the way, that did, just for good housekeeping there, that we do use the 2 wood, and in 1 or 2 players requires 2 wood to build a shelter, a palisades, or or the roof. Now, next turn we're going to build some palisades using that mend card. We only need 1. It's a guaranteed +1 on that, so that's pretty good. And we're going to have to take it, otherwise we're going to lose some stuff. So next we go on to our weather phase. Again, our scenario card doesn't really hurt us from a weather perspective. So I'm just going to show you. You really can't see much of the scenario card there, but I'm just going to show you that. However, we're going to have to leave Jenny on the island 1 more night. Now, next round, I think we're going to be able to get her off the island if I can get like a couple of wood in there. We may remember that mending doesn't require us to use any resources to build up our palisades, and we're going to get at least 1 wood plus. We're going to get multiple wood because we found the ruined hut that's going to be available to us next turn, which is going to convert to 2 wood as well. So I think next turn we can get the raft built and do an exploration action. We'll see. I got to build the rope first and the raft, so we can do it in any order we want as long as we have the resources to do that. But that's the weather phase. Now on to the night phase. So what happens in the night phase? We do have a ready available food for us to eat, which we will do. There's our food. We've eaten it. That means we don't suffer 2 wounds from not being able to eat, but we do suffer another wound here, which is going to also drop our morale to -1, even though it's going to go up on the next action. Now, I did read that, and it says move the morale track up 1, then resolve. So I've been lucky so far and haven't had to get rid of any of my tokens, and I should probably be looking at my special abilities and make sure I'm using them. Because I can scout and draw 2 tiles, for example. Got a motivational speech, reconnaissance, discard 2 tokens, draw 3 island tiles. I mean, I got all kinds of things I can do. It's pretty effective. So anyway, we did build our stuff that we needed this turn, and the last thing that's going to happen in our night phase is that Jenny, our night phase is Jenny's going to take another 2 wounds. We've got to get Jenny off of that bloody island. And we'll be moving on to our next round. Now I'm going to go place out some clear tokens on the hill items that we can build now as well. So in wrapping up the end of our second turn, we have some good news there. Is we have everything, every geographical type we need to build items. So now we just need other items to build items. For the sack we need fur. For the belt we need knife and fur. But really, our focus is going to have to be building the, our raft, so we can get Jenny off of the island, and that's going to wrap it up for our next turn. So just think, we got all these resources coming in next turn. Man, it's really good. We're going to be able to take all those resources and push them down into the ready and available sources, which are going to give us wood and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be great. Anyway, a good turn of luck for us for our turn 3 as we move on in our adventures on the Cursed Island. So thanks for watching, and I'll get this uploaded soon. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Please subscribe and like and share these out so I can build my channel here and do more and more of this for you. I like it, and I want to show you these types of games that are fun to play. Now again, while this has a good solo aspect to it, this is an excellent game to play with others. A lot of discussion goes back and forth. You can mix and match. You can help each other because you have 2 action pawns. You can spend them together to do certain things if you have bonuses and stuff. Really fun game to play with a family and group of people. You have to work together very carefully to win. Not an easy game to win. As you can see, we're already going on turn 3 of 8, and I don't even have the young lady off the island yet. So you can see how that goes. Anyway, I'll see you next time.